I mean, you gotta put the whole hip into it and snap it and get all your energy in there and make this into a weapon.
You know, when people talk about strength and iconic physiques, one name instantly rises above the rest: Bruce Lee. He wasn't just a martial arts legend. He was a symbol of raw discipline and unmatched physical form. But here's the question that's been on so many minds. What exactly fueled Bruce Lee? What kind of food powered his speed, his strength, and that lean, ripped body? That's what we're diving into today. Not just vague ideas or general health tips. We're breaking down the top 5 foods Bruce Lee relied on to stay sharp, strong, and unstoppable. If you've ever been curious about the diet behind the man who became a legend, stick with me, because this could be the spark that transforms your own health and fitness journey. But before we uncover his eating secrets, let's pause for a moment and appreciate the man himself. Bruce Lee was born in San Francisco but raised in Hong Kong, where his love for martial arts began early. As a teenager, he trained in Wing Chun, a form of kung fu that laid the foundation for his path. Yet Bruce wasn't content with tradition. He broke barriers. He created his own martial art, Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. For him, it wasn't just about combat, it was about life itself. His philosophy was simple yet profound. Be like water, adaptable, fluid, unstoppable. His teachings continue to inspire not only fighters, but anyone seeking growth, resilience, and mastery in life.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Bruce Lee rose to fame not just in Hong Kong, but across the entire world. Films like Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury cemented him as a household name. His explosive speed, raw strength, and magnetic charisma on screen were unlike anything audiences had ever seen. Sadly, Bruce's journey ended far too soon. He passed away at just 32. Yet his legacy refuses to fade. His impact remains timeless, and his achievements speak louder with every generation. He broke barriers for Asian actors in Hollywood, proving martial arts could be both powerful and elegant. And then there were his legendary feats. The iconic one-inch punch, capable of sending someone flying with just a flick of force, or those gravity-defying high kicks that stunned the world. These moments weren't just impressive, they became symbols of what the human body and mind could achieve. But Bruce's influence stretches well beyond the screen. Today, statues honor him across the globe, and his words are shared daily by millions. He reminded us that with focus, passion, and the right mindset, greatness is always within reach. Do us a quick favor. If you find value in this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. Your support keeps us creating and sharing more amazing stories. Thank you. All right, now that we know who Bruce Lee was and the mark he left, let's talk about something that powered his every move: his diet. Bruce had a very distinct way of looking at food. To him, it wasn't just about taste or enjoyment. He saw it as pure fuel. Just like you wouldn't put cheap gas in a high-performance car, Bruce never allowed poor quality food into his high-performance body. Chinese cuisine. Bruce Lee had a deep love for Chinese cuisine. But why Chinese food? Because he believed it provided the best fuel for his body. In his eyes, it was far superior to the heavier Western or European dishes, and for good reason. It offered balance, energy, and everything he needed to perform at his peak. Chinese food is usually a balanced blend of meat and vegetables, never overloaded with fats or sugars. Bruce Lee believed this balance was exactly what his body needed to stay energized and sharp. The focus on protein from meat and healthy carbs from vegetables made Chinese cuisine the ideal fuel. Protein repaired his muscles, while carbohydrates powered his endless energy. For someone constantly in motion, delivering lightning-fast kicks and punches, it was the perfect combination.
To the late, great Bruce Lee. It's been documented that Tai Tung was his favorite Chinese restaurant in town. There's even a booth reserved in honor for him in the back, since that's where he preferred to sit during his visits. His favorite dish was beef drowned with a rich oyster sauce on top of rice and shrimp with garlic sauce.
It wasn't only about the food itself, it was also about how it was prepared. Traditional Chinese methods like steaming and stir-frying kept the nutrients intact, and Bruce valued that. He wanted every bite to serve a purpose. As he once put it, When you are a martial artist, you only eat what you require and don't get carried away with foods that don't benefit you. Now let's move to something just as important: how often he ate. Unlike the usual 3 meals a day routine, Bruce followed a different approach. He would eat 3 to 5 times a day. And no, these weren't massive portions, but smaller, balanced meals. There was a reason behind this rhythm. Bruce believed eating more frequently kept his energy steady throughout the day. Think of it like fueling a car. You wouldn't want to run out of gas midway through the trip. The same applied to his body. Science backs it up too. Smaller, frequent meals help regulate blood sugar, keeping you focused and energized. For someone as active as Bruce, that steady flow of energy was non-negotiable. It also made digestion easier, allowing his body to absorb nutrients efficiently while avoiding bloating or discomfort. So what did a full day of Bruce Lee's meals actually look like? Let's break it down step by step. Breakfast. Bruce Lee always kicked off his day with a solid, nourishing breakfast. A bowl of oatmeal was a staple, packed with fiber and great for digestion. To that, he often added fresh fruits like oranges or apples, loaded with vitamins to set the tone for his day. Mid-morning snack. By late morning, Bruce would recharge with one of his famous protein smoothies. These weren't your average shakes. They were filled with whole foods like eggs, peanut butter, and a touch of honey for quick, lasting energy. Lunch. When it came to lunch, balance was key. Bruce leaned on protein and vegetables, often choosing grilled chicken or fish paired with steamed greens. He believed a protein-rich midday meal was essential for muscle recovery after training and for powering him through the rest of the day. Dinner. Evenings often brought him back to his roots with Chinese cuisine. Favorites included beef with broccoli or shrimp and lobster sauce. To Bruce, these dishes delivered the perfect mix of protein, carbohydrates, and vital nutrients, fuel to keep his legendary body running at its peak. Evening snack. Bruce Lee never went to bed on an empty stomach. He'd usually end his day with something light, often a bowl of fruit or another one of his go-to protein smoothies. This routine not only supported recovery from his intense training, but also helped him wind down for quality sleep. And remember, back then, smoothies weren't common. Bruce was ahead of his time, using them as a powerful way to fuel his body. One of his signature smoothie recipes included a unique blend of ingredients. Whole eggs were a staple, giving him protein along with essential vitamins and minerals. Peanut butter added both flavor and a dose of healthy fats and protein. Brewer's yeast, though unusual, delivered a rich supply of B vitamins crucial for energy. And finally, wheat germ rounded it out with a dense mix of nutrients, minerals, and even more protein. Supplements. Bruce also placed strong importance on supplements. First on his list was ginseng, a root used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. Bruce believed it boosted his energy and supported overall well-being. What made ginseng special was its adaptogenic quality. It helped the body handle stress, both physical and mental. For someone living Bruce's demanding lifestyle, this meant quicker recovery from training and sustained energy throughout the day. Ginseng was also thought to sharpen focus and mental clarity, making it just as valuable for the mind as it was for the body. Alongside ginseng, Bruce took other supplements such as vitamin C. He was always searching for ways to push his performance further, whether in training, on film sets, or in daily life. Still, he understood the role of supplements. They were additions, not replacements, to his already nutrient-rich and balanced diet. We've talked about what Bruce Lee ate, but what about what he drank? Like many Chinese, Bruce had a deep love for tea.
This is very pleasant.
On set, he was often spotted with a cup of strong black tea in hand. Why black tea? Beyond its antioxidants and nutrients, Bruce valued its caffeine content. He believed a strong cup gave him the boost he needed, whether before a workout or a long day of filming. Caffeine, after all, is a natural stimulant that sharpens the central nervous system. It keeps you awake, focused, and alert. For Bruce, who needed to perform at his peak both mentally and physically, it was the perfect fuel. And there was another edge. Caffeine triggers the release of adrenaline, the body's fight-or-flight hormone. This not only improved his reaction time, but also enhanced his strength and endurance. So for Bruce Lee, black tea wasn't just a soothing drink. It was a deliberate choice to elevate his performance. All right, folks, we've covered a lot today. Bruce Lee's diet, his approach to food, and what a typical day of eating looked like for him. Now the question is, what about you? Why not bring a few of his habits into your own life? Maybe it's starting your day with a protein smoothie, enjoying a cup of strong black tea, or simply being more intentional about what goes on your plate. Bruce Lee always treated food as fuel, choosing what kept him energized, sharp, and performing at his best. You can do the same. Start small, make one change at a time, and notice how it transforms your energy, focus, and strength. Who knows? You might discover your own secret to feeling unstoppable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to Fitness by the Fittest and check out our video on Jean-Claude Van Damme at 64. He's proof that you can look better than ever.